Imagine a game that plunges you into the depths of dark dungeons, offering intense battles and the thrill of high-stakes treasure hunts. Now, picture that same game entangled in a web of legal disputes, corporate allegations, and sudden removals from major platforms. Welcome back, adventurers, I'm Pixelated Quest, and today we delve into the tumultuous saga of Dark and Darker, a tale rife with controversy, courtroom drama, and a community caught in the crossfire. Developed by South Korean game studio Ironmace, Dark and Darker is a multiplayer extraction RPG that has captivated players with its blend of dungeon crawling and battle royale elements. Players choose from various classes, navigating treacherous environments filled with both monstrous foes and rival adventurers. The game's unique approach quickly garnered a dedicated following. But what should have been a dream success story turned into one of gaming's biggest legal rollercoasters. The origins of this controversy trace back to early 2023, when Nexon, a prominent name in the gaming industry, accused Ironmace of developing Dark and Darker using assets and ideas allegedly stolen from Nexon's cancelled project codenamed P3. Nexon claimed that former employees who later joined Ironmace have illicitly taken these assets, leading to a police raid on Ironmace's offices in March 2023. In response to these allegations, Nexon issued a cease and desist notice, resulting in Dark and Darker being delisted from Steam in March 2023. Despite these challenges, Ironmace continued development, distributing playtest versions via alternative methods, including BitTorrent links shared on their official Discord server. Yes, you heard me right, BitTorrent. A major game studio using file sharing methods usually associated with piracy just to let players experience their game. It was a bold move and it kept the community alive, but it also raised eyebrows. By August 2023, the legal tide seemed to turn in favor of Ironmace. A US court dismissed Nexon's lawsuit, citing insufficient evidence to prove that Dark and Darker was developed using stolen source code. This dismissal allowed the game to return to platforms like Steam, much to the community's joy. But while one battle was won, the war was far from over. Fast forward to March 2025, and Dark and Darker faces another setback, its removal from the Epic Game Store. For a time, the game's storefront was completely inaccessible, fueling concerns that it was being erased from yet another platform. But in an unexpected twist, the storefront has recently returned, though the game and its legendary status upgrade remain unavailable for purchase. Ironmace has not provided further details, leaving fans frustrated and confused as to whether this signals a potential return or just another chapter in the ongoing dispute. So, was this just another corporate maneuver to stifle competition, or was there more happening behind the scenes? The community's response has been a mix of support for Ironmace and frustration over the game's accessibility hurdles. Players have voiced concerns about the impact of these legal battles on their gaming experience, with many rallying behind the developers while others express weariness over the ongoing disputes. And let's be real, the gaming industry has seen its fair share of corporate feuds. But this one is different. It's not just about money, it's about trust, creativity, and whether smaller game studios even stand a chance against industry giants. The Dark and Darker saga isn't just a case of one company fighting another over game assets. It exposes a deeper issue in the gaming industry, corporate control over intellectual property, and the fine line between inspiration and theft. If an indie studio built by ex-employees of a much larger company creates a game with similar mechanics, is it always theft? Or is it a natural evolution of the developer's own experience and creative growth? Considering the history of gaming, Doom inspired countless FPS titles. World of Warcraft refined the MMO genre, leading to a wave of similar games. Yet not all of them were accused of stealing, so why is this different? Some argue that Nexon, as a massive corporation, is simply using legal tactics to stifle competition. Others believe Ironmace's developers were too close to Nexon's old project and crossed a legal line. Either way, the implications go beyond Dark and Darker. This case could set a precedent for how big publishers handle former employees who leave to build their own visions. But let's put the legal matter aside for a second and think about this from a player's perspective. If you were excited to jump into Dark and Darker and suddenly found it gone from Epic, you'd be pretty pissed, right? You paid for it, you invested time into it, and now it's just gone? This raises a serious question: how much control do we as gamers really have over the games we buy? But to be fair, I think the players who owned the copy before it got delisted on Epic were still able to play it, right? Or am I wrong, and was the access to the game for the players that already owned it also restricted? Let me know in the comments. Digital storefronts have made gaming more accessible than ever, but they also made it easier for corporations to pull the plug on a title sometime overnight. And going back to October of last year, Steam added to each purchase that you make the reminder you don't own the digital game you are buying. But that's a topic for another video. So, what lies ahead for Dark and Darker? The game's journey has been anything but smooth, marked by legal skirmishes and platform removals. Yet, its resilient community and the developers' unwavering commitment suggest that this saga is far from over. Ironmace has continued to push forward, and despite every roadblock, the game remains alive. But the bigger question is, what precedent does this set for future indie developers? Could a major publisher use similar tactics to shut down a competitor before it even gains traction? We have seen similar cases in the past, big corporations using legal pressure to silence smaller competitors. But the gaming industry thrives on creativity and innovation. Should legal disputes dictate which games get to exist? Do you think Ironmace is being unfairly treated? Or is there truth to Nexon's claims? Should Epic have removed the game? Or was this just more corporate politics at play? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I want to see what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like and ring that notification bell for more tales from the gaming realm. Until next time, keep your sword sharp and your wits sharper. Congratulations to the winners of this giveaway, listed here. Send me an email to claim your Steam key. If you also want to participate in the next giveaway, which will be in the next video I release, simply subscribe to my channel. I will be picking 5 random subscribers with each video releasing. Have a wonderful day.